So you're going to be completing a neurographical drawing. We're going to be starting with a Sharpie, going just in with a Sharpie, something permanent right away. And we're going to be drawing random, curly, just like naturalistic lines across our page. So I'm making sure that they're random, not planned at all, just kind of letting my hand figure out where they go. And I'm just making sure that they don't have a rhyme or reason to it. Everything is random. I'm making sure that they're overlapping, have loops in them, and just have different sections that I know I can color in the future. Once you have a majority of your lines drawn, what you're going to do is you're going to go back and start to thicken those lines and start to curve together some sections that might be a little bit pointy. We want to make our lines thicker, we want to make them have more personality to them, and just make sure that there's not a real definite point. So what I'm doing is I'm just going over and I'm curving any area that has a point, coloring it in, making sure I'm taking my time and making sure that my project looks neat and well organized. You're going to be thickening all of the lines that are on your page, and you're also going to be making sure that there's no real points on your page. You're going to be curving all areas. No area should be left untouched, and it shouldn't just be your original plain Sharpie at any point in time. Once all of your lines are thickened, you need to get set up with some watercolors. So you're going to have your watercolor tray, you're going to have a cup of water, you're going to have some paper towels, and you're going to have your paint brushes. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be filling in each different section of this with a gradient wash. So one section of each segment is going to be darker and then it's going to fade to light. So you'll see me doing that here. One portion of this little section of my neurographical drawing is going to be darker than the other. I'm going to go back and add some layers onto there. Another option that you can use for this project is go in, color all of them in, and then once it's dry you can go and add another gradient in there. So we're doing this so that we can practice placing colors next to one another, hopping around our page, and just using watercolors in general so that we can get used to them before we move on to our final project. All of sections of this do need to have a gradient in them. All sections do need to be colored, and you can mix colors if you want to. So if you want to do your entire composition a variety of shades of blue, you can do that. If you want to make your entire composition rainbow, you can do that. It is up to choice. I don't want you using black, and I don't want you to rely on brown as much. I want it to be bright and I want it to be colorful. So make sure you fill in all the sections, take your time, make sure you don't put wet next to wet, make sure that the sections dry before you layer them, and all that fun stuff, all those nice watercolor techniques that you need to apply from the technique video that you've just completed.